Hi, my name is Vickie Anderson, and presenting to you will be managing stress using mental imagery and visualization. I found this quote to be profound and relative to this topic, specifically relating to purifying your thoughts. It takes mental control, and that's a lot about what we'll be talking about in this presentation. What is stress? We all have it. There are many day-to-day instances that cause stress in our lives. If you have thoughts or feelings, you have stress. We all have it, good and bad. And a lot of people wonder why that is. And I'll get into that next. There are good stressors. They're motivating, they're short-term, we can cope, they're exciting, and they improve our performance. However, bad stress causes us anxiety, can be short or long, difficult to cope sometimes. It's definitely an unpleasant feeling, decreases our optimal performance. More importantly, stress in itself in negative forms can lead to mental and physical problems. When faced with stress, we learned in our readings about the flight or fight response. It's the instinctive physiological responses that prepare our body when confronted with what it perceives as a threat. This strategy that I'm going to talk to you about is mental imagery and visualization, and it's exactly that, the power of the mind. Create an image. The most important part of this is using our imaginations. We all have one, and we can use it as a tool to help us find a place of relaxation in order to create behavioral change, physical changes, mental changes, all in a positive and powerful way. Visualization, a directed exercise in mental imagery. This is where we create what often people refer to as our happy place. We want to use it for the purpose of self-improvement. Physiological effects. The body tends to respond to mental imagery exactly as it would to a genuine external experience. There have been many studies shown that imagery can affect almost all major physiological control systems in our bodies, some of which are pretty profound. The way that we breathe, the way that our heart beats, our blood pressure, metabolism, sexual functions, cortisol, blood lipids, and immune responses, all pretty important to our day-to-day existence. Positive psychological effects. There are three basic categories when it comes to these, and this technique specifically. The three categories that we're going to talk about are creating peaceful scenes that promote relaxation. We want to also discuss images that substitute bad or less desirable habits and promote healthier habits, and images that help to heal our bodies. By using these techniques, it reinforces positive thinking and how it can physically affect us. Another profound quote I thought was interesting. I would relate our mental health, mostly for me purposely, as it relates to my work environment. There are hierarchies that often invoke certain emotions. There are fears of overstepping boundaries or being unsuccessful at whatever project you have at hand. Self-esteem is affected by that, and to become successful, I think you have to envision success. So this technique, I think, could help you visualize your successes and help you gain better control of your emotions, build your self-esteem, and help you to overcome those fears. I think for most people that are in the working industry can relate to this, but it can also relate in other areas well, I believe. Seeing is believing. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and focus on what could go right. Again, I think that quote is relative to visualizing what the positive outcomes can be. Reinforce positive thinkings. Achieving goals, decrease anxiety, improve skills, motivate. This I would equate mostly with athletes and competitive. I think would benefit best from this method of thinking and visualization. It's been shown to reinforce positive thinking. Um, it's a tool to help motivate athletes. I think they see their success, they see the victory, they're motivated by winning. I also think it decreases anxiety before an event. They see themselves going through it, overcoming their fears, anxieties, and focusing at the task at hand. I also believe they can visualize their success by giving them the mental ability to equate to their physical ability. All tools for athletes and competitors. And I also think that when faced with adversity as it relates to body strains or injuries, they can also use this technique to help heal, to envision their bodies healing and being strong and flexible and whatever else they need in order to achieve their goals as far as their sport or their competition. You'll see that mostly with this gentleman right here. I think I see it all the time watching this. I think in this particular photo, I see him watching that ball drop in the cup. I think a lot of athletes will see the same thing and focus in the same way and mentally visualize their successes much in the same way that Tiger Woods does. How to employ the technique. Most importantly, I think you need to find that place where you're going to be comfortable. You need to find a place that's quiet. It can be a bedroom. It can be a closed door office. It can be your car. Any place that you can find conducive to a relaxation period that's not going to give you too much of an interruption, I think could be a place that you could employ this technique. This is where you just relax your body, find your physical place comfortable, close your eyes, breathe deep, and just relax so you can open your mind. Find that place that you feel most comfortable. It's different for everyone. Mine is the beach. That's why I'll use that in this example. But it can be anywhere that you feel comfortable, anywhere that you find peace and serenity. It must be restful. It must be peaceful. It must be quiet. Spend some time there. Put your whole physical being in this place. Your sight, sound, smell, touch, see and hear your place. If it's water, if it's animals, if it's wind, if it's simply silence. For me, seeing the sun setting over the horizon, having my feet in the water, smelling the air and the salt water, all things for me that I find just to be relaxing and restful. Everyday life hands us many, many challenges. This technique is just one of the many tools I think we can help to manage and to some degree control our stress. And I think we're in a day and age where we're all so busy that we often tend to care for ourselves last. And I think this is a useful tool that doesn't require much. It's nothing more than just a little time, a little space, and the ability to imagine. Use your imagination. Use your quiet time for some meditation to some degree, and just visualize your successes. I think if you do that, you'll find that this technique is portable. You can take it with you anywhere you go, and you can use it on a day-to-day basis just to calm yourself when stressors arise. And hopefully I've given you enough information to where you can try this on your own. Good luck and be well.